Hey everyone, my name is Vian from Vitika Imports, and today we are going to do a bit of a box break video. I'll unpack some of the boxes that we got recently in a shipment from Japan, talk to you a little bit about them, you know, when they were kind of released, where they fit into the grand scheme of things, some of the top chasers within the sets themselves. And yeah, just chatting a little bit about some Japanese Pokemon, the things that we really love here at Vitika Imports. So yeah, hope you enjoy it. So getting into the first box that we have is Crimson Haze. So a little bit about Crimson Haze. It was, I think, a joint fifth set that was released in Scarlet and Violet era, along with Mask of Change. And I believe the most expensive card in this set is the Greninja EX, and then we also have the Perrin SAR, and then the EV Artray. So those three are pretty much the chase cards for the set. It used to actually be one of the more budget sets going into the end of the the SV era, but recently people have been catching on, and yeah, it's been exploding in price. So we at one point had it for about 1,000 Rand on our site, which equates to roughly like $50, I guess, more or less half. And then recently it's completely exploded, and it's currently going for 1,899 on our site. So what's that? Just on $100 basically. So yeah, that's box number one. All right, so moving on, we've got Stellar Miracle. So Stellar Miracle is also one of those good budget sets in my opinion. It's one of the cheaper boxes that we have on our side right now, going for 1,350, I believe. So that's also roughly $70, just over or just under. And yeah, I think that it was not really widely very well received. The whole terrestrial, kind of new look for cards, especially combined with maybe not the most popular Pokemon that's ever been released, was probably the reason why the set didn't take off incredibly well, in my opinion. So this is the Japanese equivalent of Stellar Crown, the English set that released. So this is SV7, so the seventh set that released specifically in the Japanese side of Pokemon. And I believe the most expensive card in the set is the Lacey SAR, which goes for about $80. But I really think this set is being slept on. I think the art that is in the set is really, really good. And while these boxes are still cheap, probably a good idea to pick them up. But yeah, that's it for Stellar Miracle. Up next, we've got Battle Partners. So Battle Partners is honestly probably my favorite set from the Scarlet and Violet era. It was released, I think, on the 24th of January of this year. There was so much hype around the set. I remember like everybody going crazy about it, and then like 2 weeks later, Heatwave Arena was released already. So like the interest started dying down quickly. Everybody started going crazy for the new partners kind of on Pokemon cards, especially. They haven't been around for ages, so a lot of interest, I guess, in that regard as well. So the top three cards I think from the set were the Iono's Bellibolt EX, the Lily's Clefairy EX, as well as Enzorok. So in my opinion, this box shouldn't be at the price point that it's at. It's currently going for 1,800 Rand on Vitika Imports, which equates to pretty much $100 on the dot these days. And yeah, as mentioned, I really think this set is slept on. I think there's so much potential, especially with the artwork and the very favorable partner kind of cards, and in my opinion, a collector's dream. Moving on to the last couple of sets that we have in this shipment, we've got Black Bolt, again, one of the most sought after releases of this year. It came out in June this year. I think it was probably early June, somewhere around there. Alongside its sister box, which was White Flare. It's needless to say that I think they called Black White Rays, the Zekrom and the Reshiram out of Black Bolt and White Flare respectively were just massively popular. I think what was really interesting about the set was that Very similarly to the 151 Japanese set, it has 20 booster packs, sorry, in it, with 7 cards in each pack. And that means that there's a double slot for a rare or higher in each pack. So you get less packs, but you get a double chance of getting a rare. And what was really cool was that all of the Gen 5 Pokemon got an odd rare or more, or rarer, sorry, in specifically Black Bolt and White Flare, and yeah, that just made it incredibly desirable. I think the values held up really well. I think that all of the top 20 cards, if I'm not mistaken, are all above $10 still, or at least in and around that area, which yeah, just makes it incredibly exciting still to open, because you never know what you could pull. And yeah, just a very desirable collectible box, and it's currently going for about 2,000 Rand on Vitika Imports right now, which is about $110, $120, somewhere around there. But yeah, very, very, very good set. Last but not least, we've got Mega Brave, the markings of the new era, the Mega Evolution era. Yeah, very, very excited to have these boxes right now in circulation. I mean, probably the most exciting sets have been released in the modern era, going back to the Mega Evolution days, which obviously were very popular, especially with regards to the vintage options. Mega Brave was released with Mega Symphonia simultaneously, which obviously had the Gardevoir, Mega Gardevoir EX on the print or on the box. But this one features Mega Lucario EX. It also potentially has the option, sorry, not the option, but the chance of pulling the Mega Ultra Rare Mega Lucario EX, which is the gold Lucario. I'll pop it on screen. But yeah, very, very popular. Both sets incredibly popular. The Mega Brave seems to be slightly more popular, just because even the Mega Lucario EX SAR and Lily's Determination are still holding value very well. So I think Mega Brave, in terms of overall value, or at least overall chance of value, is just pipping Mega Symphonia currently. I personally prefer Mega Symphonia because Gardevoir is one of my favorite Pokemon. But yeah, needless to say, I think this base set Mega Evolution boxes are really going to hold their value long term. I think this is definitely something to keep sealed rather than to crack open. Not saying don't crack open for your pleasure, but I really think that they're going to just absolutely climb in value over time. But yeah, so that does it for today's box opening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I had a lot of fun. Hopefully you learned something, 1 or 2 new pieces of information there. But yeah, please let me know if there's anything else, any other videos that you guys can give me some ideas for. We're really keen to start, showing you some more of the workings within Vitika Imports. Potentially we can do some collection showings, or, showing some singles that we have and things like that. But yeah, really, really appreciate the support. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like and follow or subscribe, depending on what platform you're on. And yeah, thanks again. Have a wonderful day.